Good day. Bonjour. Hola. Oh, that's all the languages I know. What I'm trying to say is hello. Welcome. Welcome back to the craft room, the craft studio. Here's our board that we made together, remember? Out of magazine strips. And I did sew around it, as you can see. I didn't laminate it yet. Still thinking about that. It was originally going to be a writing board, and then we were going to use all these colors as our inspiration to make a journal. But as I was thinking of a quote or a word or looking for an image, something to put on there, I found this. It's another magazine image. And I thought, wow, maybe this should be a cover, a diary cover. Then I thought, if I'm going to do that, I want it to stand out a little more. So then I cut this and went like that. Now that really stands out, doesn't it? And I think it looks really nice with the strips behind it. These were the patterned page edges from a Pioneer Woman magazine, and we just glued them all together on a piece of paper, cardstock. So I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to make a diary, a handmade journal. So I'm going to glue this to this, and then we're going to glue this to this, okay? And we'll see if we can do it straightly. So I need some glue, and I don't really want to use glue stick. I don't think that is what I want to use. Maybe we'll try some Aleene's tacky glue. If I can get it to come out. Let's see. Haven't used it in a little while, so I'm just gonna see if I can. Oh, yeah, it's coming. Okay, so just slide that out of the way so it's nice and safe. And I'm just gonna apply some glue as close to the edges as I can without getting it everywhere. And hopefully it doesn't all bubble up and make a big mess. That can happen, you know, especially in this craft room. I'm just going to smooth it out a bit because I don't want glue bumps. Great, now I've glued it to my table top. No worries, no worries. Okay, slide that in there. I've actually, I glued it to itself. Can that be salvaged? It's hard to say. With magazine image, you never know. Oh, let's see. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, I'm getting glue squishing out now, which is probably good. I'm going to try and get that down nice and smooth. How bad did I do? Oh, it's not bad. Not too bad. I thought this might be a little thicker because I can feel it starting to curl. So maybe I should have used a little thicker cardstock there. Still see a little glue mess there. I'm just gonna try and get that off. Yeah, I think that's all right. I don't want to wipe the image away pushing so hard. Now, do I want it like that? Do I want it like that? I got it like that. Or I think I like it like this way. The other question, do I want it in the center? Do I want it above? Usually I put it up higher. So maybe today we'll just do it in the center. But that will affect our closure. If you were to put a ribbon or something around it, then that would show, right? The other thing I'm thinking is maybe instead of glue, I might sew it. Follow the actual fake stitch line there and sew that down. That might be a good idea. Okay, I like that idea. If I sewed it right onto here, it is not going to go anywhere. That's a great idea. Okay, I will go do that and I'll be back in 2 shakes. Okay, I'm back and I've sewn around and I tried to hit the stitching mark as best I could. I think I did okay. Yeah, so that is that. Now, I decided to make my cover out of a Buster Bar box. And here in Canada, we have an ice cream place called Dairy Queen. Ugh, it is the best, okay? The best. Well, it's not the best, but it's something that's been around forever. I know there's other places that are really good too, but Dairy Queen is just an old family favorite. So when the girls were here visiting on the long weekend, they went to town and brought us home a box of Buster Bars, which we all enjoyed very much. And then I thought, I want to use this box to make the cover for my next journal. So it was like this, and then it had all its flaps and everything, and I just cut those off, and I cut this in half, maybe a little more than half, because I didn't want my spine to be that big. And yeah, you can see I've made it just a little less, this side is a little less than this side. So when I glue them together, they're gonna be the foundation for our journal cover. So we'll start off by gluing these 2 pieces together. And I think I'll just use that Eileen's tacky glue again. We will just go for it. Go for it. Oh, hope I'm on screen here. Still figuring out my new light and camera here. Okay, I think that's enough. It should hold it together. And then I'm just gonna put this on top of this and make sure that they kind of line up. Just gonna hold it for a sec because I'm maybe got a little too much glue. It's a little bit slippery. Let that catch. Bring in my handy dandy rag here. Make sure my flaps still close. Yes. So far, so good. Oh man, terrible at knocking my poor glue off the table. I'm working on one little corner of my table, so yeah, that's always challenging not to knock things about. Okay. And I managed to get glue everywhere, as per usual. Okay, so there it is. Got that down. Make sure it's really stuck down. Then I picked out a fabric to go on my cover. I picked out this, but as you can see, the Buster Bar shows right through. So I went into my quilt supply stash and I got myself a piece of batting, And then when I put the fabric back on, you can't really see anything, I don't think. So we will use that, I think. So I want to glue this to my batting, and I want to make sure that it covers the whole thing. I had just the perfect sized piece, but it is very close on some spots. Okay, I think it's going to be fine. So let's glue this. I'm thinking I should put down some paper here because, my gosh, I am getting glue everywhere. Another piece here. Okay, that might be better. Put this down, and we'll just start adding some more tacky glue. Uh-oh, that sound. That sound means I'm almost out of glue. Ow! Oh, Eileen. Eileen, come on, Eileen. Oh, that's a dud. Okay, let's see what other glues have I got up here. I have this. I think this is just PVA. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh. Okay, so no, that doesn't want to work. I gotta use a pin and unclog. Ugh, gross. I still haven't got a stainless steel pin, so I'm just using a regular pin in there, and it's very much, this thing is bad. It is very much making it so it doesn't come out nice. Lots of rust. Okay. Third tries the charm. Anything coming out? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm seeing something happening here. It doesn't have to be pretty because this is all getting covered up, so. Oh boy, really doesn't come out very good. Okay, I'm gonna just grab the lid. Maybe we'll do a half at a time because the glue will dry before I can even get this thing on there. Okay, so this side isn't sticky yet, so I can kind of guess where my edges need to go. Go up there, I think. That was very close on that top. Let's see if we can pull it down a bit. Good thing the fabric has a little give. Oh, good. No wrinkles. That is good. And it seems to be sticking really well. Okay, fabulous. Oh, I'm just using Eileen's clear gel now. Clear gel tacky glue. Eileen has glues of all kinds. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's see now. Smooth that down. And hopefully, yes, no problem with my creases, my spine. Okay. Probably should let that dry before I put on the next fabric. Okay, so we'll be back in a bit. Okay, the fabric has kind of dried. So now I'm going to attempt to flip over my fabric and do my edges of my journal. Let's see if we can make them look sort of straight. It's really hard to tell from this side. I shouldn't have picked a fabric with lines on it. Too late now. We're going for it. Oh, before I do that though, I want to just come in here and sort of cut away a bit of the bulk. Just kind of go like that. I'll do that at the top too. Hopefully that works. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue. Maybe I'll just put it right on the fabric. Are you gonna let me do that, Eileen? Doesn't want to do it. It's not fabric glue, I guess. Let's see. Just as long as it lays down, that's all I care about. Okay. All right, yeah, I knew that the glue was gonna come through the fabric. That's why I wanted to do it that way. The flaps, instead of gluing the fabric right onto here, because then I figured you'd see the glue, and I wouldn't want that. That is not the look we're going for. Okay, I think that'll work. So just want to make sure I keep it nice and taut. Okay, I gotta flip it. Before I do anything else, I gotta flip it. Let's just, yep, that'll work, I think. Oops. My kingdom for a pair of scissors that cut. That's funny. That reminds me, my husband and I were doing a project on the weekend, and as we were driving through town, I saw a license plate on the car in front of us, and it, you know, it was a personalized license plate, so it said something. I don't even know what. And I said, I think if I ever had a personalized license plate, I would want it to say, how did I say that? I would want it to say EYE EYEYIYI. Is there 7 letters in a license plate? So it would say I. That's pretty much what my license plate would need to say. I. Okay, hopefully. Oh, looking good, looking good. Okay, and it's going to be good when we fold it. Yes. All right. All right. Things are actually working out here. You know, I do have fabric glue. But is it Eileen's? Oh, look at, guys, it is Eileen's No Sew fabric glue. Wow. This might just be what we need. Or maybe this crafter needs to go to town and get some glue. Oh, gee whiz. I'm one of those people, though, that, you know, until I need it, I don't want to buy it. Oh, there she comes. Okay. So, yeah, I don't just go buy things and stock up and that kind of stuff. I'm not a hoarder like that. Not that that's hoarding. I don't think that's hoarding. I think that's probably pretty smart to be prepared. Have your supplies that you need before you decide to go make a video for the whole wide world. But yeah, whatever, right? See, my corner is kind of funky. That's okay. I can work on that after. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be okay. And still on camera. Just gonna do. Oh, I see my fabric is a little, edge is a little rough here, but I don't think that matters. It's all getting covered. It's all gonna be covered. I've never actually figured out a way to do this that looks good. Thank goodness it gets covered, because holy, it's kind of messy. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. Okay, might need a little more glue right there. Oh, for Pete's sake. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Now, one thing I like to do is sew around my cover. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Okay, so here you can see I've sewn. I didn't use a contrasting color. I used something that blends in pretty good because it's got lines, the lined fabric and stuff. I just didn't want to risk making it so obvious if my lines didn't line up, if that makes sense. And as I said, I'm not worried about the corners because I cheat on my corners because I'm lousy at doing corners. So I just got book corners from Amazon, and I'm going to use those. So that'll hide those boo-boos, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, the lines are fairly straight, so yeah, that's great. Now I was looking at this, and if we put it on here, again, I feel like it just sort of blends in. So part of me was thinking of using this color again, this cardstock, maybe bordering it just ever so skinnily. Skinnily, is that a word? Skinny? Make a skinny border around it and then put that down. So I'm gonna do that, I think. I'm gonna do that, and what else was I gonna do? Oh, we have to find something for the center. So I will be back in again 2 seconds. So many pauses. Oh, bathroom break, I guess. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Okay, here's what I came up with for my inside papers. And I sewed a little pocket down on both sides. I think it goes pretty good with our cover, so that's good. And then this is a piece of fabric I'm just gonna glue in. Gonna glue that in, and I will glue these on top of that. And my battery is dying, but I just want to show you real quick what I did for a closure. So when I put my cover together, this will get glued on and it'll cover our closure, which is just a bottom, or I guess not a bottom, but the trim off of a vintage pillowcase. So that is going to look really cute, isn't it? Yeah, I'm happy for that. I'm sorry that my camera battery is dying and I can't show you the final steps as I do them, but they're kind of self-explanatory. So I hope to see you again when we work on either some ephemera or perhaps some signatures. So hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching, and take care out there. Bye.